Well, hello everybody. Forgot one of my lights. Sorry about that. Thought it looked a tad bit dark in here, but welcome in everybody. It's good to see you guys. It is the 4th. What is today? Monday, Tuesday? It's Tuesday, I think. It's Tuesday. I had to look on my computer. You know it's bad when you got to look on the old computer. But welcome in everybody. It is a afternoon live. Hopefully you guys are excited as I am about it. We kind of stopped, we left off on, catching up with the Idaho 4 and Jack Showalter, and we listened to his first interview. So if you didn't catch that interview, it was from the 16th of November of 2022. He did like almost an hour interview speaking with detectives, ISP actually. They came to his house, his parents' house. He opened the door, let them in, was very polite, asked them if they wanted a drink. I mean, he was very nice to them. They asked if they could talk to him, and he said that his parents were getting ready to be home and that they could talk to him. And they had a good conversation. I thought it was a pretty good interview. I mean, from all the interviews that we've listened to, I thought it was one of the better ones because we got some information about what happened that night, at the food truck. So we'll go back a little bit. And before we do, let me say hello to you guys and say hello to myself. Who am I? Who am I? Who is this person? I'm Tanya. Nice to meet you. No, but this is Titanium Built. I'm Tanya. I'm your host. Nice to meet you guys. If you don't mind, take a second, hit the like, subscribe to the channel. We do talk true crime here daily. So if that's your thing, make sure you subscribe. We are actually even starting to branch off and go to some courtrooms and like do court cases. And we always do, we've done court cases, but I'm actually inside the courtroom and it's been very interesting. I'm going to 2 right now. I could go to a 3rd that's in Ohio, but we're following the Caleb Flynn case and we're following the Michael McKee case, which both of their cases have been pushed out. Michael McKee decided to waive his speedy trial, so it'll be a while. It'll be a while. Hey, Ladybug. Hey, Jody. Hey, Mary Beth. How you doing? Hey, Citizen. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Yes. It's actually my old manager / she used to be kind of like my mom. It's her birthday. I should reach out. Hey, Laura. Welcome on in. You have to drink like a margarita, right? I should have came on with the margarita. I don't drink though, but I don't like margaritas. If I do drink, I would not drink a margarita. Oh my God. Like the sour juice. I don't know how people can drink that sour juice. I guess unless it was like a strawberry margarita or something like that, that could work. That could work. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate that. We usually don't do our lives at this time, but we do them at any time during the day or at night. But basically, here's the breakdown on, our friend Jack Showalter. He was a University of Idaho student during the murders. He was seen on surveillance video at a late night food truck with 2 of the victims, Kaylee and Maddie. He was with them, just hours before they were brutally killed. People online, referred to him or nicknamed him, hoodie guy, because we didn't know his name at first and we just knew him as the guy with the hoodie. The food truck does a live stream footage and that's how it got circulated. And that's how that's how himself got circulated around. Internet sleuths, they zeroed in on him. We, not so much. He appeared near the victims, but we could tell by watching the video that he goes the opposite direction when he does walk away. Moscow police explicitly said that male seen at the grub truck, he's not our dude. But anyway, you know what people did? People be peopling. They were like, nope, he did it. We know more than the investigators, because we do. Heartburn. Yes. It gives the heartburn. UK. I'm from Ohio, United States. Nice to meet you. I love that. We love people from everywhere. I love people from other countries too. It's so interesting. Because sometimes I think it's Australia or something. I forget. Y'all will be in like a different day. It'll be like the next day. Or it's like 9 o'clock over here and you guys are like partying over there at like 6 a.m. You're like, what's up? I'm like, forget, I think it's Australia or something like that. I know that Scotland, at 9 o'clock, it's usually like 5 in the morning there. And I love people that come in during 5 in the morning. I love that. But basically, Jack Showalter was witnessed, or not witnessed, he was harassed. I'm sorry, harassed. His family was harassed. They said that he fled to Africa, and like there was just so much stuff, right? But at one point, he was arrested on an unrelated minor charge, disturbing the peace. But that had nothing to do with the murders, obviously, you know. So let's pull this up. I will share the link like I did last time. This is going to be on December the 6th, 2022. So little time's gone by. They're bringing him back in. And I know I can only imagine what a lot of creators said, like, you know, oh, they're bringing him back in because he's a suspect, or so. I don't even know. I don't. I'm only guessing, but let's see what they have to say to him. I did put it in like 45 seconds in because it does take them a couple seconds before they actually get into the room.
Especially this time of year with there's probably going to be 42 wrecks today.
Oh, yeah. You can count them up, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Mama's here. So we got Jack, 2 investigators. I'm not sure who they are. It's they did say, I think ISP did say something like at one point you'll have to talk to Moscow or something like that, and he was like, yeah. So this is probably this is the interview from that.
Get in their chair there. Grab one.
All the closed captions on.
How's everything been going? Yeah, you can sit there.
I just been laying low. I was going to go to Moscow yesterday, but decided not to do that.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to just record this so you guys know, so I don't have to take notes.
Okay.
Maybe.
By the way.
Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Were you with us last time or no?
No, that was Detective Miller.
He looks kind of like him.
Yeah, they look similar. They're both kind of goofy. Well, this thing isn't working.
You have to turn the thing off in here.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, hold on.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it. So since the last time I talked, I know you and your family have taken a lot of crap online. I hope you're not reading it or anything.
Guess they didn't want us to know what she was saying. Jack's mom. No, that was.
What about you? Were you?
Then yeah, because last time we had video too. All right, did we? Oh wait, we didn't. No, you're right. We didn't. You're right. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this because you are right, Laura. Oh my gosh, you're right. I was just picturing it in my head. I literally could. I don't know why, but I don't know. I feel like I could picture Jack's like parents' home and them sitting there. And no, you're right. It was just video because I remember I didn't put the overlays in front because I didn't want the closed captioning to be taken away. So you're right. You're very right. We have video this time. Just can't see him, but we could see his feet. Looks like the same shoes I think he was wearing that night. I think he was wearing white shoes that night. I don't know how long this goes on actually, so maybe. Okay. Let's see if I can find it.
I mean, when the first time I talked to you, you're kind of a person of interest, I guess we would say.
Yeah, I understand that.
Well, because you were seen at a taco truck or a Grubhub truck and at the bar with them. Detective Hopkins has actually been up at Moscow helping them with the investigation. There's been, 45, 50 detectives up there running around.
I don't mean to pause it, but they are the same shoes. Hold on. Okay. Those, I can't zoom in anymore, but they do look like the same shoes. So this is the shoe. This means nothing. This means nothing, but I'm just saying. And I think he is. Look, there he is right here. There's little shoes. I think those are the same shoes. So let's just say, if he was the murderer, right? He probably wouldn't be wearing the same shoes.
Gathering phone information, gathering videos from private residences, from businesses. The crime scene's basically completed now, so there's stuff at the lab.
Yeah.
Biological stuff, fingerprint stuff, the typical stuff we collect from crime scenes. And there's probably, I wouldn't even guess how many interviews completed. And as I told your mom when we were texting like yesterday to set this up, you're further from a person of interest than even you were the day that we first spoke. So, but with that, we do have some new individuals that we're kind of interested in.
What? Don't cut it out now. Well, who? Well, who? Obviously not Koberger. This is on 12/6. I mean, but they would have to investigate everybody. You know what I mean? Anybody and everybody. But I want to know who they're talking about. I'm just curious. Kind of making him look a little more uncomfortable. Can you imagine being in there with your mama too? Okay, so it's 11:18, 18 seconds. I'm going to look, see how long he talks. I'm curious.
And I think the first time that I spoke to you, we didn't go over the Saturday. We kind of focused on from when you went to the corner club and then your activities till you got back home. I want to go back a little further in that. And when I'm talking to you, remember we have all this video, and we have I may ask you a bunch about clothing or whatever if you can remember what people were wearing, and then vehicles. Vehicles are another big thing, and how people were getting around at that time. So on Friday night, what'd you do Friday night?
I don't think I did anything, because like my habit kind of is like Thursday night is kind of when people start going out for like his early weekend. So I usually.
Did you guys notice that he started moving his arms before he started talking? Like that's weird. I mean, it could just be like, you know me. I know Brian Koberger did this. I'm not over here trying to say he's not, but he was moving his hands when the officer was asking him the questions. Like I don't know. I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. Okay, now watch his hands and listen to who's. I mean, you can clearly tell it's the officer asking him a question.
Remember what people were wearing, and then vehicles. Vehicles are another big thing, and how people were getting around at that time. So
see how he did that?
Friday night, what'd you do Friday night?
I don't think I did.
Did you see him moving did you see that? It might be the video, because sometimes the videos are a little like weird, but that's weird. That's like, I didn't see no cut in the video or anything.
Because like my habit kind of is
like it was like it's sped up almost too, like his body is sped up.
Thursday night is kind of when people start going out for like his early weekend. So I usually kind of go out like Thursday night and then just hang out Friday night, just doing assignments or something like that. So I usually don't like go out back-to-back nights. So I think that was like one of the weekends where I went out Thursday, stayed in Friday, went out Saturday, stayed home Sunday watching football. So that's usually how my weekends kind of go, like on a normal basis. So like I don't think I was really doing anything that I can remember. I'd probably just be at home, like hanging out. But
Okay.
I can't really recall specifically what I was
It might have been whenever they redacted something.
doing necessarily.
So not much on a Friday. Now, did you know that it was some formal for the sorority? I mean, do you know what was going on campus on that night?
I mean, maybe, I don't know, like, I feel like there's always stuff going on. I'm
Okay.
not always taking part in certain activities. Like, I don't care about certain things, so, I don't know, like, a lot happens without me really paying attention.
Okay. Did you know that the house where the homicides took place, that they had a party that night?
I mean, not that specific night. I heard about them having, I think, a party Saturday, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. I think it was game day. I thought they had people, but I don't know. Like,
Okay, then.
because people usually just say King Street, and there's like 6, 7 different houses people like be going to. So like.
Okay. And when you say, when we're talking, if you would help me out, whether you knew that prior to the the homicide, or is stuff you've learned afterwards?
Afterwards.
Okay.
I don't really, for the most part, like I went to, I think on game day, an apartment at the Whites, but for the most part, I don't like.
This is really redacted. To be a fly on that
I
wall.
don't really hear about that stuff that much, because I don't really care to like go there.
Okay.
So I don't know, like it's all, I would say I heard it afterwards.
Okay. So Saturday morning, it's
I will say, I wish Jack's mom wasn't in the room.
game day. Walk me through that day. What you do, who you were with.
Are you asking him again because he's still a suspect? Why are you
No.
asking him so much about him?
Because he's going to be with.
Never mind. Never mind. Keep her there. Keep her. Keep her. I like her. She said, "What? Why'd you ask him again?" Jack's mom is okay. She's fire.
Saturday morning, it's game day. Walk me through that day. What you do, who you were with.
Are you asking him again because he's still a suspect? Why are you
No.
asking him so much about him?
So,
Sorry.
what does she mean by he's still a suspect? Or is it more like because everyone is saying stuff on the internet?
Because he's going to be with somebody, I think, on that day that I want to know and
Okay.
corroborate the activities.
Okay.
Yeah. For the most part, I don't really remember what we did. I don't think I went. I didn't go to the game. I just remember. It's hard to remember these days. The only thing I remember from that day is like going to that White's apartment, like going back from there in my place, and then going to the bars later. Like
Well, that's where they were, weren't they? Yeah.
I don't really remember specifics, and then there was just like a ton of people there. It's like
I know Xana was there.
usually when it's game days, like everyone just like meets, so there's just like a ton of people like coming and going from the apartment, like people I know and people I don't know. There's also a ton of people I just don't know, because over like the 3 years of college, I was pretty much like in a relationship, so I was hanging out with like my girlfriend instead of meeting a lot of these people. Like that's why a lot of people think I'm kind of sus, is because I don't talk to a lot of these people on campus, because I was doing other stuff like relationship stuff.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
So like I don't know, I just like hang out with my friends. I'm like, if I don't know you, I'm not really gonna talk to you. So like there's a ton of people I saw that day that like I don't really
I can
know.
relate to that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to bring up a name in which I know you know him.
Yeah.
Were you with that day?
Yeah. He's my good friend.
I know. So what time did you meet up with?
Does anyone know who's Jack Showalter's best friend?
With
I have no clue. I don't know. I can see if I maybe have. What date was that?
it would be the 12th.
I don't know. It's just hard to think of like times. It's like it'd have to be. I can't remember if it was like after the game or before the game. But I don't even remember what time of the game was that.
Yeah, it was an afternoon game, if I remember right.
But I assume we were like, I don't know, late, like early afternoon maybe. I don't know.
Jack, it's only been 3 weeks. I mean, I know my memory is bad, right? But I'm older than him. Now, if well, in my 20s, I probably, I don't know. I think my memory I would know some more stuff. He's like, I don't really know what I was doing. I think even if you didn't know exactly what you were doing, like, okay, let's say it was a regular old morning, right? And you just did your mundane tasks. I think that as soon as you found out about these homicides, that whole day, I don't know, I just feel like you would remember more. I'm not saying anything bad about Jack. I'm just saying I think I would. I don't know, maybe not.
Well, can you remember, did you meet up with him at the house?
No, I don't think I ever went to the desk. They might have came to my house for a second. Just because I lived right next to, they might have, him and maybe might have came to my house, but I can't remember if that actually happened before. You said the 12th?
Yes.
So the messages I have is I said, yo, he said, what's up? This is at 4:16 now. And I said, you still have the whites? And he said, yeah, I'm trying to get food. And I said, where you at? And I said, at my place, I had to take some ibuprofen and stretch my back. My back is ducked. Grab me a couple beers if there's any left. Because they were like, the girls like bought like a party pool of beers for everyone. So,
Okay.
And I don't have messages from him until the 14th. About like, that's when we were talking about if like you're leaving, if we're leaving or not.
Okay. So, had you guys been at the party yet, or did? I mean,
So I would say if that was at 4 o'clock, I would assume they're going from anywhere from like 12 to like maybe probably like 12 o'clock, 11ish. They probably started having people over at the Whites, but I don't know when we went there. It's probably before 4, maybe 2 or 1.
Okay. And some of the stuff I'm going to tell you, we've gotten from. So, I mean, if you can't remember well, I'm going to have to tell you stuff to remind you. Okay. So, then where did you guys? Obviously, the message string stopped. So,
Kaylee, I definitely do remember Kaylee and Maddie and all. That's where that picture was taken.
you taken all over. Yeah.
That's where I remember them all going out and taking that picture and stuff.
Okay. And you weren't friends with that whole crowd, really, except for.
I'm like just mutually friends because like there's like people I have classes with. Like there's just like people I know, and then there's people I just like know but don't know. Like it's just a small place. Like I don't know them, but like we just all hang out. Like I don't know. We all commingle kind of. So there's just a bunch of people I don't know, and there are people I do know. Like I didn't know Kaylee, but like I've seen her around and stuff, so I like recognize her and stuff.
So which one out of the group did you know the best?
Maddie. I have like classes with Maddie. She's in my grade, so I've just known her since like freshman year.
Okay.
Has always seen her. He just has always hung out at like the house through the years and stuff.
Excuse me for not remembering. What year in school are you guys? Okay. And she's the same. So you guys are at the Whites party. Do you remember leaving that party?
I mean, yeah, I went back and forth between my house a few times, I think, to like chill, because I was having like a messed up back, so it was like kind of hard for me to like stand up all day, so I was like getting really sore and stuff, so I was going back to my place a lot to like just sit down for a second. But I don't know, I'd say, I don't even know if I went back after.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say I don't think he was going home to sit down for a second. Okay. Jack, were you going home to toke? Were you? I mean, really, he might have been. I don't care. But that's what I think. I think he's going home to smoke or do something else. I don't know. But like, you could take a seat there. I don't know. That's just weird. And I'm wondering if these are the pictures that he's talking about. Like, is this the house or the Whites right here? I can't remember, but it's been so long. But so I figured I'd ask you guys where these pictures were taken. I think that might be where it's at.
No, I don't think I went back after 4 or 5. I think.
So when that text string is going on, you don't return back to the Whites party?
I don't think so. But.
Okay. Do you remember going back to the with.
Not really. I don't know. It's just hard because like this is like one of the reasons like I wanted to like go out with Kaylee and Maddie when they asked me like go to the other bar when we ended up not doing that. But it's like because we do the same thing so often, like all these days just like seem like
Go together.
Yeah, it's like hard to precisely pick apart days because I feel like we do like very similar stuff, so it's like hard to pick apart when I was actually in for drinking and stuff.
We've been told, and people have said that you and get a ride from, I guess, the dude.
Yeah, probably.
I can't remember his name. And
I
that
don't know who's DD that day.
we have his name. You remember his name or something like that?
I don't even know all the freshmen's names.
So, and this one's kind of key. Says that he takes you up to get takes the two of you, not just you. So you don't recall going back to the house and end up splitting the beer up?
I mean, sounds like what we do, but like we do that all the time. Like that's a very normal thing.
Normal for you too.
Like I could think of us doing that like that happens all the time. I don't know, it's hard to like specifically. So I don't know.
Well,
It's hard to all day, you know.
right. Look at that text string you were reading me, because I've seen that text string from a different phone. And later in that text string, you're getting ready to come back home, and you asked to return the bag.
Yeah, I borrowed. Okay, yeah, that was that night. Yeah, okay. So I think he fell asleep. I think he passed out. Because we were chilling. I think he passed.
Oh, no, I'm gonna go back. What bag was it?
Okay, yeah, that was that night. Yeah, okay. So I think he fell asleep. I think he passed out. Because we were chilling. I think he passed out, and I didn't have my backpack, so I just took one of his bags, took my like 15 or whatever was left, and I think I went home or something.
Okay. And then.
Yeah, that does sound.
Okay.
Because I had his bag and I had to return it.
And then, do you see the rest of the night?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so because I went out to the bars and he doesn't.
So then you leave eventually. Do you remember how you got to the corner club?
Probably the GD.
Okay. And then and we're just going to run through this again quick. Oh, I know you're having a tough time. Do you remember what he was wearing that day?
No.
How does he normally dress?
Maybe like some Air Force Ones, jeans, t-shirt.
Does he dress kind of like you do, or but all you college kids wear damn hoodies and.
Yeah, I think that like people wear like flannels and stuff. We dress similar.
Okay. And then, I mean, I'm pretty good on. Well, you never. The next time you contact is when you guys have contact.
I think that was probably in the morning. They called me because they were like trying to. I didn't even know what was going on that morning with all this stuff, and they called me because I like lived back there, and they're like, "Do you know what's going on by your place?" Like, that's like the first I heard from them. Like, I think they called me that they were together. Like, I think they went and got food that morning or something. And they called me.
Went and got that
bar stuff.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
But I don't think I really heard from him that night.
I mean, obviously you're not going to be able to because you can't remember, but you don't recall any strange people or strange individuals, cars around your neighborhood on the 12th, but you guys are all partying?
I mean, like, the thing is, like, it's just nothing seems, like, suspicious up there. Like, first off, I'm not looking for anything, and there's nothing, like, to recall, but not, like, nothing's out of the ordinary. Like, I don't know, I don't know. It's just everything seemed normal, you know. Didn't seem like anything was weird. That's
A typical Saturday night in Moscow.
Yeah, that's why it was like crazy when you started hearing all the rumors in the morning, because like it doesn't seem like shit was real, and then like stuff's actually going down. Because nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Like I said goodbye to Maddie, like I was gonna see her on Tuesday. It seemed like a normal night. Like she got picked up, like that's normal. We have ride share or DDs or I guess Uber. I didn't know we had Uber, but that's cool.
Yeah, we know every Uber driver, every food driver, every Lyft driver.
Yeah, but I didn't know we even had Uber in Moscow. I think that's a new thing. So I just assumed it was like a DD picking them up because usually the sororities I don't think have DDs, but they usually like will use the guys' DDs and stuff. So I just assumed it was just going home. So they were pretty drunk.
What kind of guy is?
He's kind of like me, I guess. He's pretty laid back and quiet. Like I definitely, some people, if you don't know him well, probably think he's kind of maybe an outsider just because he's quiet. He's a very quiet kid, and if he's not like comfortable around you and doesn't open up, like I don't know, he's just like me. We don't fuck with people unless like you're our friends, I guess I'm trying to say. But like he's a really like great guy, and for like I know he wouldn't have like done that shit for sure. And I don't know. I don't know how to explain, but he's a great guy. Like I don't know. Like he's just always had my back for like anything that's ever happened. Like if we had someone like messing with us or something like, or I don't know. Like he's just been my buddy, like a ride or die buddy. Like I'd do anything.
Yeah, you guys are.
I don't know how to explain it.
Hey, Marcella.
And then ended up at U of I.
And like I came up here with him and my buddy who doesn't go here anymore because just college didn't work out for him. But like I don't know, we were just like he was like the type of friend who we'd like talk about like are we wanting to go to school together and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm really bad at explaining things. But I just think he's a really great guy. And I think Maddie for sure cared about him a ton because they were kind of close before.
Okay, all I did, I mean, obviously I've dug through everybody's lives. And do you know when that started?
I mean, I think it was kind of just because I don't know. It's not something he really talks about too. He doesn't really talk about his. It's not really something he doesn't really brag about the girls he's with and stuff really. So I just, because I'm his friend, I knew they hang out. But like,
did he ever talk about them about their trip to?
I know he went to, but I mean, I didn't go. But like not like specifically them going together, but I know like a lot of people went to.
A lot of people in this whole circle we're talking about, the Maddies, the Kayleys, was it a big group like that going down?
Yeah, so like one of our, I think it's just like a spring break thing that they got a bunch of the college kids together because I think someone in my house was like I'm trying to think of the right word, but like not a rep, but like he was like connected with this organization to try and help make it easier for everyone to go.
Like a travel agent package type deal?
Yeah, something like that. So he was like setting everyone up pretty much. Like, let me know if you want to go to college. This is what we're doing. So then just a bunch of girls, a bunch of guys from different fraternities like went and stuff.
Okay.
So, like a ton of people went.
Right.
It wasn't Maddie.
No, there was a lot of college kids from up there went down there.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just like one of our dudes was like, yeah, if you guys want to go to college, this is how much it's going to cost. This is what we're leaving. This is what we're doing. But I wasn't going to go to college. But I want to spend money. It's like $1,000 or some shit.
Did
Hello, we want to know the good stuff.
Yeah.
how long?
From what I know, Xana's kind of been on and off with some of. She's younger than us, so she's been kind of on and off with like or something. I know she was always kind of with like the other dudes, and then she's been with this other this Ethan guy, I guess, and they seemed like they've been happy and doing great. And then I didn't know Kaylee that well, and I didn't even know that she had that ex-boyfriend or whatever, but I don't know. But I know he didn't really talk to Xana or Kaylee, but I know he did hang out with Maddie.
And then
I'm
other.
sorry if I'm explaining things terribly.
No, that's okay. That's okay. And then the other two, was her name, and then
yeah, I don't know those chicks like at all.
okay.
I couldn't even like put a. Actually, if you showed me a picture of them, I'd probably be like, okay, I've seen them. But like,
Yeah, but you don't.
Like, yeah, I really like Maddie. I know Xana just from like hanging around, but like I know Maddie from class and stuff. But like those other people, like I really don't know at all. Like the roommates and Ethan. I don't think I've ever said a word to Ethan.
Okay. Did you go over to that house much? Do you know?
Not that I really know of. I mean, maybe like hang out because he got It's kind of like my fault. It's kind of like misunderstanding of like just drunken beefing with people. But he was supposed to be coming back in February, but so he's just been laying low for the time being, and like I'm sure he goes to like those parties when I'm at the bars is what I'm trying to say. So like usually I go to the bars, I don't necessarily know what he's doing every night because usually he's just hanging out at home though. He's been laying pretty low.
Okay. I'm gonna have to
Jake was Maddie's boyfriend. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't know him that well. Yeah. I think he just knew Maddie really from her boyfriend. And then he met Kaylee. I think he might have met her that night. Or maybe one or two times prior to this. Yeah, no, he was kind of like the not outsider, but he had a girlfriend for years, and he's still trying to get back with her. He said that in his other.
No, we're hotheads for sure. Like if someone like never.
Because I thought for some reason I thought maybe he wanted to get with Maddie, and then he all of a sudden he's like, yeah, no, Jake told me to like help her out, protect her, and I'm like, oh.
I wouldn't say really like we're not gonna hit girls and shit like that, but like if a guy's beefing with like we're
You're
chill.
gonna hold your ground?
Yeah, we're chill, but like if someone's beefing with us, we're gonna like hold our ground. And like I don't know, like it's usually like not that big of a deal, and like I think stuff does get blown out of proportion. It's usually just drunk college kids butting heads, and you like have a little scuffle, like
Right.
whatever.
Shoot, was Was I muted that whole dang time? I don't know if I was, so I'll just say it again real fast. I said Jack seems to not have went to Africa. If he was interviewed on 11/16, and now he's being interviewed now on 12/6. And those, those 2 dates are not very far apart. So I'm pretty sure he didn't make it to Africa. That's what I was saying. I didn't know. Sorry, I was muted. I didn't even realize it. Because if you're going to Africa, you're going to go for longer than 2 weeks or a week. I'm sorry. You're going to go for like a month, right? I wouldn't be wasting my money to go to Africa for no 2 weeks. Better send me on the safari excursion of my life. I want to pet the giraffes. Just kidding. Big animals scare me, so I wouldn't be very good there. I mean, he seems very relaxed, though. His mom was like asking the questions. I like that.
Is there like competition between fraternities?
Like, I mean, there's this play, like, it's kind of like, some fraternities you just kind of don't like for different reasons, whether it's like the people, and you kind of like beef with those kids, and sometimes it's like, I don't know, there's not like competitions, but everyone definitely wants to be like the better house, like it's not like we're competing, but everyone definitely wants to be like the top house, like something like that. So like, I don't know, everyone wants to,
our house is better than your house.
We're all alphas and shit like that, so everyone wants to like be like, I don't know.
Okay.
I have trouble explaining some things. But I don't know, it's just, I think it's guys just get hot-headed. And I see it all the time, even not my friends, I see other people like getting in arguments about just stupid shit. And
well, exactly. How many, I've been there a few times in my life, how many times a weekend are there these type of incidences between, not with you, but just in the bar on a given Saturday night?
Nothing. It's usually not. People aren't really usually getting into fights at all. That's pretty like random. But like people get like too drunk and kicked out, or like they're talking shit to the bartender. I don't know. Like, so
are those the things that can get you kicked out, talking shit to the bartender?
Yeah, like people will just be like giving the bartender attitude, or like I don't know. And like they obviously most of the time know you're kind of a regular, so it's like if you're gonna act like that, it's like we don't.
There's the door.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you gotta act right, or you're gonna have a temporary ban or something. I don't know. And usually we know all the bartenders, so like that's. Sometimes you can get like some people get too comfortable like talking to them because they're drunk, and then the bartender's just over it. Like, all right, you're done.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely not.
It's a small town, right? You know what I mean? Small town bartenders know everybody. They know exactly who's sitting where with what drink on any given night. I think that's justice too, Laura, isn't it? Yeah. If you guys are listening in and not watching the chat, I was just telling everybody a little side note. Tanner Horner, the FedEx driver who pled guilty, to kidnapping, sexually assaulting, and murdering 7-year-old Athena Strand. He was sentenced to death today by lethal injection. And you know what? I've always been on the fence about the death penalty, but with this case, no. After what I heard, I'm that poor little girl.
A lot of fights at the club, but
good news.
It's a pretty mellow campus, isn't it? I mean, compared to WSU.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. It's like people definitely butt heads, but at the end of the day, like I don't know. I think it's just we all wake up and it's like, oh, that was stupid. Like just drunken stuff.
Okay. back to that party at the Whites while I'm thinking about it. I mean, I've seen the pictures. We have a ton of video. I don't go to school there or anything. Do you remember any like alumni or people that aren't enrolled in school there present at that party?
Wonder why he said alumni. Like, did they think at this point that this was somebody older that did this?
I guess like it would probably be outsiders to you if you don't know the alumni.
I don't know. Unless they were alumni.
Was it a pretty much a party at the Whites, or was everybody?
It seemed like, because I think there was a bunch of, not a bunch, I don't know. I think there was guys, maybe some big, because there's obviously, Ethan was there, and he's a guy, so I think some of his friends were with him. But I don't know, like, yeah, there's like my friends, and then there's some people obviously that I just don't know what house they're in. They might be in Sekai, they might be big, I don't know.
But no older people that
Not
are
that I can really recall.
Okay. What about at the Corner Club? You run into a bunch of alumni in there?
I'm pretty sure there was some alumni because I think some people came up for the football game. But I don't remember like which ones were there. I think.
But no one harassing the girls or anything like that. Do you remember?
That's what like it's so crazy. Like it was such a chill night. Like it was a very chill night. That's why I was like crazy hearing about everything. Like, cause like we do have nights where, obviously like we'll get in fights, but like I didn't hear of anything like going on. I feel like everyone was just in a good mood that day.
Okay. So, going back to your story, you once they get the ride from the silver car that took them away, you walk back.
Yeah,
which I see you walk back.
Because I thought I don't remember. I think when I was talking to you, I thought it was later than it was. But it was either close to 2 or after 2, and I was just like, I think just in my mindset, I was like, I don't want to sit here and wait for my DD to come get me, or like, so I was like, I'm just gonna walk. So I just went straight from there, because I thought we were gonna go to the other bar, but like that didn't happen. But that's not a big deal to me. They were drunk. They're going home. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're not gonna go to the bar with me.
As soon as Kaylee said carbonara, there was no bar. There was no more bar. Because when you're like in your 20s and you're out and you're drinking and then you eat something, like, me personally anyway, that would kill my buzz. I would be like, I'm going home and going to bed. Like, I think that's what they were thinking.
I feel like I'm a pretty chill person. Like that's why I was like hanging back in line. Like I'm not the type of person that's just gonna like crowd over them and like get mad about what they're doing. So yeah,
just so you know, I have no concerns about the video at the truck.
No, but that's just a lot of people are highlighting on the video.
Lots of people do.
There's a lot of internet detectives and stuff I've found out.
But yeah, my thought process was like, it's cold out, but I have my coat and stuff. It's not that far of a walk. I'm not gonna sit here and it wasn't that big of a deal to walk home that night. I don't know why. I just didn't want to wait for the DD, or he might have not even been working at that point. I don't know, because they're allowed to stop taking calls at 2.
Okay. And so you go home, and your story is pretty much like you told me the last time, right?
I cashed out. I think I went like right to bed. I was pretty.
Okay. And then we have you get up watching the football, and then the cell phone starts. When you do leave town, because we were told you left town the next day, which is not true.
The 14th or 15th.
You left on the 13th, 15th.
We got back on Monday, and you
came home Monday.
So was Monday.
Yeah, you came home Monday, not Sunday.
Yeah, I just don't like, and the reason I did is just
interviewed him. They interviewed him on the 16th, though. I'm gonna go back and look. I swear it was 16th.
My friends were just like, yeah, I'm out of here.
That would make sense.
Like, I'm not gonna stay up here like everyone is. And they already said like our cast said, I think for the most part they're already like rumoring about going like online, like or like canceling our classes for that week up until Thanksgiving. So like, there was really like
Go back for a week and then dead week.
there was no reason
Yeah, ISP, they interviewed him on 11/16.
like stay there at that point because it wasn't. They weren't like saying we had to be there for school, and like we were kind of hearing rumors. And also at that point, I didn't really care about school. Like, I didn't want to stick around for school if that shit was going on.
Okay, but did you stop by and see before you left town?
Yeah, I took him that backpack.
Okay, and that's a backpack from the beer.
Yeah.
And then I think it said a TV cable or something.
Yeah, I think it was Friday, or I think it was Friday we were trying. It was one of the college football days. We were watching the college football games, and it was like a HDMI to it goes to the computer, so you can put the computer on the TV.
Okay.
Because we were doing two games at one time.
Okay.
So yeah, I just had his cable in his backpack. Like, you want this before we get it. So I think I stopped there on my way out of town.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the text string and everything, or message string. What was while we've been doing this investigation, what was standing with the fraternity?
Earlier.
Okay. Any problems? I mean, I'll just be honest with you. I heard the frat was on national probation or something.
Our fraternity?
Yeah.
We've always been. We've always been.
Okay. So
It's so funny, but that made me laugh. We've always been, because it really can be like infractions can get you like just having alcohol there, when they come do their little sweep and they catch you with a little bit of alcohol, like stuff like that can get you on probation.
since you've been a member, you've been on probation?
On and off. Like, it's very easy
to get on probation. Because I don't know, I was never in a fraternity, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, when I originally joined the fraternity, I thought it would be like Animal House. We have a lot more rules than I thought, and yeah, they harp on us pretty bad. So we get in trouble for very little things, and then I also feel like nationally they just like find any little excuse to like not let us do things. Because we were in trouble before I even came up to this house. Like when I was a freshman, from years before us, they were on probation, so we couldn't do anything my freshman year. And then like we'd get off probation, and then like one little thing would happen. They'd be like, "Okay, you guys are back on."
And what does probation mean? I mean, I just got to, and this is my curiosity. So
I mean, I don't even really know what it is. Like, supposedly, like I think less events. Like we're not allowed. Like we barely have parties at our house. Like we never. Like we throw like one party a year sometimes because we can never are allowed to like actually throw parties. So it's usually just like, yeah, you can't have. The house might be dry, no alcohol in the house. But
even for upper age guys?
It's kind of hairy. Like, it's hard to tell a 21, 22-year-old you can't drink in your house. But like, it's mostly for, you're not supposed to get the younger people fucked up, pretty much. Like, you're not supposed to be doing active stuff with them, maybe.
Okay. And then what's your standing in the house? Okay, so if you're a member, is it like my golf dues where I gotta pay my dues and?
Yeah, well, it's just for me. Yeah, like Mondays, because Mondays we'll have chapter, which is where we just all meet, talk about what's going on in the week, like if someone fucked up, like tell them they're an idiot, shit like that.
So it's not like Animal House down in the basement, it's more formal?
Well, it's not, it's pretty casual, but like we'll just like, if we have important stuff coming up, we'll talk about what's coming up. Like if we have events coming up, we'll talk about it, we'll plan stuff a little bit. If someone did do something stupid, we'll discuss it and be like, why'd you do this? Like, stuff like that.
Okay. So who are the officers of the frat?
Yeah, so we have like and then you have Sergeant at Arms, which is just kind of like make sure everyone's not. I mean, kind of keeps the meetings in order, and then he's in charge of punishments. So if someone does do something really stupid, we have an H board, which will like be like fines or some sort of cleaning, or we have different punishments if someone does something really stupid. Like we don't let everything slide. There's consequences for people's actions in our house. So that's Sergeant at Arms, secretary. So he just takes notes in all of our meetings, in those chapter meetings, which are it's pretty brief notes, but just so if you aren't there, we just keep track of what we talk about, and if you aren't there, you can know what we talked about. And then we have like academic chair, which is just in charge of making sure everyone's, especially the freshmen, making sure they're on top of their academics so they can't like party and stuff. Got like the rush chairs, which are pretty much just in charge of the incoming freshmen recruiting over the summer. Those are like the main three. Oh, and then treasurer, who's in charge of all the finances of the house, collecting the dues and what we do with all our money, keeping like Excel spreadsheets. But, like the main people are treasurer, VP, and president. Kind of the main
So I'm going to imagine the treasurer is probably the most reliable individual. Because I mean, what kind of money are we talking?
It's a lot of money. Like,
and then does that get shipped up to the national chapter, or where's all that money maintained?
I'm not too entirely sure because I've never been the treasurer, and I don't think they trust me with all that money. But I don't know. I'm sure. I think there's just some event account. I know is kind of in charge of it, but then we have like alumni who are kind of overseeing everything. And I know we have like an accountant alumni who kind of oversees our finances.
So there's like a CPA, a real CPA.
Yeah, they like deal with everything, but then they have to like submit it, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never really dealt with the treasurer side of things, but yeah, it's definitely we take VP and president are very serious, but like treasurer is one of our most important positions, obviously, because if you have a terrible treasurer and our finances go up to the roof. And that's always just been a house that, as long as I can remember, our out of house have like upperclassmen have lived at if they're not living at the house.
Now the national chapter wouldn't have any control over that house, right? So it's fair game down there.
Yeah, it's just an out of house.
Okay.
And even like sometimes there's been times where there's like not like a certain room necessarily it's not always a fully house. Sometimes there's like they've had like a football kid live there, and professor.
That would be fun.
Yeah, professor lives upstairs.
Since you bring up professor, I learned something kind of recently new. And this I would imagine would be rumor to you, but have you heard of any of the girls at the having a romantic relationship with a professor?
I did hear something about that. That's weird as hell. I don't think there's any factualness to that. I think that's just total crap. That sounds so weird to me.
Oh, it's like black whenever I go to the screen. I don't know, like when I go to my part of the screen, so I don't want to like touch it, but
Do you know did Kaylee do other jobs? I mean, did she ever, besides be a student?
I don't know anything about Kaylee.
Oh, okay.
I've seen her around. Like, I didn't even know. Like, I was hanging out with Maddie for the most part, and Maddie was with Kaylee. I didn't know Kaylee was Kaylee until afterwards. And people were like, yeah. I didn't know Kaylee was like the person with us.
Oh, I mean, even at the night at the corner club,
at the bar, and at the grub truck, like I didn't really talk. I was talking to Daddy.
We are too.
We probably talked, but like all the time. Yeah. So like I don't know. I was just hanging out with them. I don't hang out with Kaylee that much. I like
pretty normal.
Maddie's just a really nice person. I've always thought she was a nice person. When I was dating my girlfriend, and she'd come over for like events and stuff, she was always nice to my girlfriend. So I just thought of her as a friend, and when she was like, "You want to go to this other bar?" It sounded fun. And it's not like I don't hang out with her that much. Like in that situation, like I don't necessarily go to different bars with her a lot. Like that was a pretty random thing, but it just sounded fun because we always do this.
Yeah, because you didn't plan on meeting her there or anything. That's just in the bar drinking and there you are.
We just like talking about stuff. You want to go? I forget what. She wanted something to eat from Sean's Alley. I don't remember what it was, but they were talking about it, and she's like, "Do you want to go?" I was like, "Sure."
Did since you've gotten back back down here to who mainly do you hang out with down here? Have you seen Clutch?
Every once in a while, he's been kind of really just hanging out at home for the most part. Just playing like Xbox and stuff. I think he's been playing just low, I guess. He's gone out to the bars with me a couple times.
But I mean, also, I heard this morning that your parents have taken you to Africa, and you're on some hideout in Africa.
Right, our hunting lodge.
I was saying, I wish
I knew where it was, because I would go.
So.
Huh. So he wasn't in Africa. Like singing the song.
You can see how reliable the internet is.
But like, it's crazy that like, I don't know, that like you'd even like go to there. Like, why would you? It's just crazy that someone would like call and do that. It just seems like a really weird thing to do. It's like you're bored, gonna call the police as someone's mom.
Well, that is we see it quite often with the anonymous tip lines. Not only do we get the psychics, but you get that kind of stuff also. But I mean, we're obligated to check everything out.
Me personally, I don't believe he was kicked out of his frat at all, because he's just sat here and talked about it for 30 minutes right in front of his mother. I don't know. I just feel like if he wasn't in the frat, he'd say, "I'm not in the frat."
Yeah, I don't know.
What the motive is.
Just like he said, "I don't know, Kaylee." Like, you know what I mean? Like he didn't like try to like be like, "Oh, I know this and this about her." He was like, "I don't know her really." Like, I don't know. I'm looking into it still. I keep pausing it.
But there we go. I don't know. He's also pretty quiet. Like, I feel like he's kind of like a tough, hard-shelled dude. Like, he might talk about things, but if stuff is going on, he might not necessarily talk about it.
Okay. Anybody else that you hung out with down here? And I don't mean just hang out, but anybody else? Have you guys? Is there a group of you that have discussed theories or whatever, or what happened up there that night or day?
Not really. Night? Everyone just always asks me if like I know anything, and I'm like, dude, I'm fucking clueless. This is hella confusing. Like, I don't know. Like, it's annoying because everyone like thinks I know shit. I don't know anything.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I no one really has any theories. It's just like, it's like just mind blowing. Like this happens. Like, I feel like, because I always thought like the student body would be able to figure this out before you guys. No offense, just because like we know our community. And it's just weird that
we would have thought. I mean, quite frankly, we would have figured that you guys would know more than us because you guys live there and party together.
That's why it's like crazy to us as a community. I think that's why so many people are scared. Because I think we would. I would thought like within a week we'd be able to like be like this person. Oh no, I feel like everyone's just clueless. And
It's because it wasn't anybody at that school.
It seems like someone just popped in and vanished.
Wow. Wow, Jack Showalter, you said it. I feel clueless. He says, I feel like everyone is clueless and just don't know. It just seems weird.
Seems like someone just popped in and vanished.
Seems like someone just popped in and vanished. Well, buddy, maybe you should become a detective because you're not far off. I mean, that's what he did. He literally popped over to that state, stab, 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 popped back over to Washington. You know, that's wow, yeah.
Well, one reason I was asking you about if there were any strangers. I mean, you know, one of the problems we're facing is you had an out-of-town game, home game for WSU, and you had a U of I game going on the same day, and there's a ton of strange people in that valley during that time.
Yeah. I mean, at the bars, I can't recall like anyone being weird. I mean, and if someone was like, people get too drunk and get kicked out, and like it's like, oh, see you, dude. Like that happens, but like other than maybe someone being too drunk, like I don't think that I can recall any like outsider, anyone being like acting strange. Just seemed really normal. You know, I keep saying that, but like it seemed like a totally normal night.
So what do you think is going to happen to that college if we haven't caught this person by the start of the semester, the spring semester?
I have no clue because I might not be going up there.
I guess he was shocked.
I think people just need to be safe. I think it's shitty that this happened, of course, but people are very comfortable in Moscow, and maybe they shouldn't be. Maybe people need to be smarter about locking their doors and shit like that. Way too many people don't. But like those scenarios where you have like 4 or 5 people who live in a house, they don't have keys, they all just like leave it unlocked and go back and forth. Like that shit needs to change for sure. I don't know. I'd be surprised if this person was like trying to come back. I feel like that'd be a weird thing, but maybe. I feel like it's not that big of a deal. Not big a deal, but if you aren't really involved in this, like I feel like you can go to school.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to go back to that school. You don't know who the murderer is. Forget that. Sign me out. I'll be taking online classes until I graduate. I'm never coming back. That's what I'd say. Even if they caught him. Some of those kids might still have PTSD. I wouldn't go back. So when he left, he really left to go to his parents' house. And now they're just redacting all this stuff. Well, this guy's taking some notes. He's got a whole page of notes.
I don't know about other people, but I don't feel in danger up there, me personally, because like I protect myself and stuff, and I lock my doors. But
also, really quick, if you guys are a member, you know you have little milestones every month that you can put in chat. Don't forget those.
It's definitely a wake-up call for a lot of people, I think. So if they lock their doors, this shit might not have happened, it seems. So I assume their doors weren't locked.
I didn't work the crime scene. I either did, so I can't tell you on that.
I would assume they don't lock their doors because it's a come and go house, it seems like. They have a it seems.
Do you know, do they have frequent parties there? Is it a frequent party house?
I mean, all those houses on King Street are party houses. Like, if
Yeah, my son lives
people,
right
people
behind
who,
them, so I know.
people who move to like that street are usually sorority, fraternity, and they party. And also like a lot of the, for different reasons, like with the school and stuff, like if a fraternity can't have parties on King Street, or someone's gonna have a party. So there's a lot of days where someone's not allowed to have a party, so they're gonna, like Thursday through Saturday, if there's not a fraternity thing, there's probably something on King Street. Like people that, like even before they lived there, like the people who lived there before them would have parties. So if you move there, you're probably gonna have parties. And that's like any house on King Street.
I don't think it's
People
a
like to
party house
party.
though.
You have anything?
I don't think so. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm not more help.
No, I mean, you can only tell us what you know, man.
Do you know what the most recent trouble was that got you put back on the Nationals' radar? That got you either suspension extended or put back on suspension?
I don't know. It's probably, I feel like it was like, hey, oh yeah, I think one of the parents saw a video. This is why we get in trouble now. Everyone videos everything. But like we don't even get in trouble for like the bad stuff that happens. Like we get in trouble for like the freshman got hazed, even though there was freshman on freshman. One of the freshmen threw one of the other freshmen's bed out of the bunk room. Like it's the 3rd floor. We have fire escape. Out of the fire escape is like down to the basketball court. One of the freshmen threw their buddy's bed out. There's a video of it, and the parents like thought it was hazing. So I'm pretty sure we got in trouble for hazing them by portraiting. So
What about some trouble at a sorority formal?
yeah, I don't know. I don't think our house is on probation for that. I think we have a couple members who were there because it wasn't our formal. So
Yeah.
I don't think our whole house doesn't get in trouble for that.
Okay.
But I think just a couple, like 2 or 3 of members had to deal with the school.
Yeah.
Or
Do you know who that was?
Yeah.
It was one of them. Okay.
Yeah, it was one of them. I think he was just backing up. We're just like, I don't know. He was beefing with a kid, I heard, and it was just backing him up. So that's just like how we are.
Did you hear the story about what happened in there, or just that?
I think like it's literally just we'll kind of back up, just me saying like drunk kids butting heads, because I think it was just like shit talking him something about. I think I was calling this kid like or something, like you look like, and this kid got all mad about it.
Okay.
And because that's like the stuff people will fight over and stuff. Like
Okay.
he called me over fighting, at a formal.
Nobody was kicking holes in walls or
I think
punching
some
walls.
of our freshmen actually were throwing coat hangers or some shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think our freshmen were idiots actually. I think we had a couple freshmen who got in pretty big trouble actually. I forgot about that.
The freshmen,
Yeah.
they're the problem.
Or we're just back.
The freshmen got there and they were like, "We're wilding out."
Yeah, thing was just beefing with a kid for talking crap, because that was it was a sorority formal, so they had guys from different houses, and sometimes people got heads from different
That was
houses.
an off-campus event, right?
Yeah, I think it was somewhere by like the Moscow Fairgrounds.
Okay.
I don't know, I don't remember where they went. Okay. But yeah, those freshmen are fucking idiots, but the other stuff was just like,
And you were not.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying like
I know.
the thing was stupid, but like it was just kind of beefing with the like kids talking shit and it's stupid. Those kids were like just drunk, like causing damages. Actually, those kids are idiots.
Yeah. Get them kicked out.
I don't think so. I don't think
And I don't know if it's illegal.
they have
I
to
don't know
pay
what
for
the
some damages.
thing is,
Yeah.
but is he cleared DNA wise? Was there ever? That's what
If
everybody's
he
like.
wasn't, they wouldn't. I'm gonna ask one more thing, but And it's just something to say he's fully cooperated, because you've never been fingerprinted in your life, have you? You don't have any in the system.
I don't think so.
So that would be the only thing. He's
If
fully
you want,
cooperated.
If you want my fingerprints, you can have them.
Okay, I can't do
toe
it.
prints too.
I'll call a lady, but if there had been a hit on his DNA, this conversation would be way, way different.
Yeah, these officers, they would be sitting closer. Like these two officers would be like, their knees would be almost touching. They'd be really close to him. Yeah. If this was a interrogation of any kind, he wouldn't be sitting there like that. He's very comfortable though. What, they cut the mom off? What are they saying? Looks like they're finishing up the interview because like he's got his thing closed. We'll see if they start talking again. We'll give it a few seconds. Jack was spilling the tea. He was like, what do y'all want to know? I'll tell you anything. He's like, at the frat, they were throwing the beds off the fire escape. Now, that's just kind of funny, okay? Like, come on. You can get your bed back. You don't care if it's a little dirty. You're all right. You're a boy in a fraternity. Like, that kind of stuff is funny to me. That's not hazing. Like, hazing is like, you know, making somebody drink a liter of vodka in 20 minutes or something. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. Or water. Did you hear about the guy that drank so much water he died? He was killed in a hazing incident. I can't remember how many buckets of water that poor kid drank, but he drank himself to death with water. He wanted to be in this fraternity. I'm cool. Okay, the mom's talking. Let's see. Mom's still talking. Yep, still talking. He's talking to mom. Let's see if they ever get back to him. Wow, mom's talking. She's got questions. She's like, now it's my time. We're not going to hear anything. I don't have this muted. Okay. I'm like, am I going out? Am I losing my mind? Oh, I guess. Oh, he said, nope, you stay there. Okay. Are we going to hear what? It sounded like he was like telling her to go. Oh, okay, let's go back.
And if you
They walk out, and that's when they start talking. Hey, Willows. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Man, these kids are probably just to the point of like, where the hell or who the hell is this person, right? Like, this is like 3 weeks later, and these kids are still being brought in for interviews and being talked to, and they're being quiet. They were not talking to reporters. I mean,
and if you'll give us your prints, let me go call the lady that.
Jeremy was the only one, and the other neighbors, that was the guy and the girl, like those were the only people like really that talked to people, like that talked to anyone. Nancy Grace got somebody in Washington, but like, you know what I mean? Like there was nobody. Like people, I remember Brian Enton got some kid coming out of Sigma Chi, and he was like, no comment, like no comment. And like I felt so bad for that kid. I was like, he's just trying to go class. Okay, so he says if you give us your prints, you could probably go or something.
And if you'll give us your prints, let me go call the lady that knows how to do it. I haven't printed anybody in probably 25 years, so you don't want me doing it. and I'll get her over here. Okay? All right, thanks.
Here or across the street? Where is it?
I think that she would run over if yes, but I gotta go make a call real quick.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Something upset his mom. I bet his mom's just really nervous because her son's getting fingerprinted. I can't imagine being Jack's mom. Okay. She knows she knows her kid didn't do this in her brain, right? In her heart. But there's probably that little piece of her is like, why are these guys keep talking to my kid? And now they got his DNA, but now they want his fingerprints. Right. And he said he was never in that home, but maybe one time. So why would they want his fingerprints? Like, and he went over and was like, he's like rubbing her back. Like, I'm sorry, but Jack Showalter, MVP. He has been like his 2 interviews. I think they were nice. I think they were great. I think he was polite. I think he told the truth. I think, yeah, he stumbled a little bit because he didn't know some dates and sometimes he was drunk. You know, I mean, if somebody asked me if I could remember the last time, that had been years ago, but you know, like what I did the last time I drank, I'm like, I don't know. That's why I drank. That's why I drank. I drank to get drunk.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Do we just stay in here?
Yeah, you can wait out here. I'll just run and get this arranged.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, she seems so nice. She's okay.
Pretty crazy.
Mhm.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I wonder what she says. Like her hands are very animated. Like, what the hell do they want with your fingerprints? Oh, she was crying.
Oh, thank you.
No. I mean, that's her baby, you know? That's her baby right there, getting fingerprinted. Look, the lady's coming. Or he's like, come with us. We're not even going to show your mom. Look, mom's coming. She he said you go just sitting here. Mom was grabbing her purse and was going to head on over, but he's an adult and they're like, okay, he could go over and get his fingerprints. But I think that's hilarious. She was like, I'll go over with him. I like the Showalters. She's just, she's very animated with her hands, you know. She just wants to know what the hell's going on. And if I was the mother of one of these kids, I would want to know too.
Would it be easier out here or in there?
You know, it might be easier out here with the people. Yeah.
These are the ladies that know how to do that stuff.
It's got like a minute left. We probably won't even hear anything, but oh, look at that. Is he done already? Or does he want his drink? I wonder how many of the kids they did ask for fingerprints. This is the first time I've heard of anybody being asked, but there are some interviews that we haven't went through yet, so there might be some more kids that they've interviewed that we don't know. Let me put the link. I can't put the link in here anymore. Let me see if I can put, is this one here? No, I think that's mine. Yeah. Can you imagine your babies going through this? I mean, I don't care if they're 19, 20, them are still your babies. I'm 40 years old, and if my mom was still alive, I'd still be her baby. You know, they don't, just because your kids grow up does not mean they stop being your babies, you know? And if something's going on with them, like you want to be there and you want to help and you want to, you know, be a mama bear. I'm like, what are you doing to my kid? There were people in my comment section calling me a kook, saying I didn't know this case because Jack Showalter or somebody put put blood all over a cabin or something, and Kaylee was there. I don't know. I can't remember the exact comment. I'm about to start just blasting these people again, like I used to. I was like, "What are you talking about?" Oh, it's over. Still. Oh, I didn't hit the play, but yeah. So, I was like, "Lady, you're a kook. What are you talking about? Like, who tells you guys this stuff?"
Yeah. So,
Oh, that's all. Yeah. So that's all we got. Yeah, so maybe so. Okay, let me see. Let me make myself bigger. I know you love seeing me bigger. Look at this. Look at this cat. Oh my God. I wish I could zoom in, but look at him back there. That's a cat. That's not a dog. That's not a small dog. That's an actual cat. I'm gonna take a picture of him. He didn't bother me the whole. Oh, him looks like a teddy bear. I'm gonna show you guys. He's my favorite animal. No, that's my cat back there. You guys never get to see him because he's never like in here. And if he is, he's like down low. So you guys never get to like experience Rocky. Really? Not working? I wonder why. That's weird. I wonder if I got the link wrong. And if you go to my homepage, I'm just trying to go to my homepage so I can put it in the chat. Or at the bottom, there's like a $sign if you didn't use, if you haven't tried that one. And there's my homepage. I know you can usually go from there. Full by full-grown toddlers. It's hard to let your kids go and you know you don't have control over them. Yeah. I know after my car accident, my mom just had to say this. It broke my heart. It breaks my heart every time I think of it. And I don't have kids, but I know how it hurts. But I remember one day, it was like I think it was the first day I was at home. And I woke up without my nurse. And my nurse would come in at like 5 a.m. because she knew I was awake. And she'd come in with this like energy and just like, I loved her, you know? And the first morning I woke up, I love my mother more than anybody on this whole planet. But she kind of she walked out of her bedroom and just was kind of staying quiet so that she didn't bother me. Right. And I just like lost it. I cried. I was like, I forget the lady's name. And I was like, but you're not like, you know, whoever she was. And my mom was sitting there and she's like, she said something along the lines of, "You're not little anymore." And she's crying. I made my poor mother cry. And she's like, "And you're not just sitting there with pigtails and I can't kiss it and make it better." And she's like, "This is something I can't kiss and make better." And like, talk about breaking your heart as a person. It broke my heart because I was like, I didn't think about that. You know what I mean? Like how my mom felt. I was, you know, more worried about myself. And I was like, damn, she got me with that one. I was like, you're right. But let me show you my cat. Me and my mom had this cat together. Look at this little ball of fur. I have a blanket on that couch because I told no animal can sit on that couch because we just cleaned it, or on this chair, and look at him. He's like, I don't care. I'll do it. He's about 3 times the size of Tessie. He's huge. Like he's so big and his paws are huge and I just love him so much. I love him more than anything in this world other than Vincent. And they're close. They're close. No, I love Vincent more. But I've had that cat since I was 22, 23. I've had that, and I'm 40. I've had that cat forever. I love him. He's the best cat. He's very sassy. He does not like Tessie that much, but he's just like, whatever. Tessie keeps walking up, putting her butt up to him, and he's like, I don't know what to do with that. He's fixed. Okay. Okay, happy. Yeah, we'd love to have you. We just did actually a live, members live. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? Yeah, because when I came out with my face, which it doesn't look. I mean, a certain, it still looks pretty good. I'm looking because I thought I saw something like right here, but I go see her on Friday. So if she needs to, I think she could still inject me in the office, right? Like, I mean, why not? I think so. We ain't doing this. We ain't doing this shit again. She did say that though. She said something like, if it doesn't take, that we would try again in a few weeks. No, hell no. I'm not doing that surgery again. No, no. Today is the first day that I feel good wearing pants. They're sweatpants, but they're pants, and they're on my belly. They're like, and they're not hurting. Oh my God, but she did message me. Now, does anybody else have a surgeon, a plastic surgeon that would text them every single day to ask how they're doing? No, nope. I didn't think so. Ohio State, they will. They will. They really will. She texted me today. She's like, how are you feeling? Let me see if she texts me back. So, oh, she did. Yeah, I don't think I have any pain. I don't say no pain and then I don't think I have any pain. I'm gonna tell her no pain. I told her no pain. No turning back. Vincent said, because I take Advil, he's like, and he always makes fun of me. He's like, ibuprofen's the same thing. And I'm like, no, it's not. So thank you guys all for being here tonight with me, or today. It's still today. I got the curtains pulled. We are doing some changes to the studio. Whatever the hell this is. I showed you guys on the members only live, but you can see the this big jar back here. This right here. I'll just go stand. This thing. We're going to put the pampas grass that I have right here, like the big ones. We're going to put that in that jar. Vincent filled it with sand for me today. And then that's going to be my new, because I have the chair, like I used to have the chair like this way and stuff. I'm going to put the chair that way, put the rug back down. I have a white table over here that I've had this white table, but you could just never see it. And then do my pre-recordeds there because I have a little mobile station now. It's coming. I got 2 of the 4 or 5 things. So yeah, it'll be fun. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to edit and everything. I don't know how to say it. Just be easy on me at first. We may hire an editor. I don't know. We might do that. If we're going in, we're going to go all in usually. So might have to hire an editor, but, and if we do that, then I could pop out like 2-3 videos a day, probably at least 1 or 2. So it'll be fun. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. And, yeah, that's all I got for you. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Have a good Wednesday. If I don't see you, I'll see you guys on Thursday, but have a good night. Bye guys.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't want to be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring. My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 yeah. to appreciate all that is vacant. It's just for the taking. If you make up your mind, you can take it. I'm never complacent. I would work in a mansion or basement, yeah. There's no replacement for persistence, it's a patience, yeah. In this life, I wanna be soaring, to feel sun inside when it's pouring. And I'll fight till anxiety is foreign. I'm so sick of my mind's extortion.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.